Good evening. I'd like to call the village board meeting for the Village of Cary for Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021 to order with roll call. Please let the record reflect we do have a physical quorum here. We have two trustees attending via Zoom, trustees Weinhammer and Cabelli. Roll call, please, Courtney.
Weinhammer? He's here. Cabelli? Here. Dudek?
Here.
Walden?
Here.
Collier?
Here.
McDumpie?
Here.
Thank you. Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll now move to the open forum where the public is invited to make an issue-oriented comment of any matter of public concern not otherwise on the agenda. I'm not aware of anybody that's here that's going to make a public comment. So we'll go ahead and close open forum. I think it's at 6:02. I got a couple of things on my report today. First and foremost, we have an employee recognition. Ron Rousey has been with the Village of Cary for 10 years. Can't believe it. Do you want to meet me up front here, Ron? I remember when you were hired.
Yes, I was much taller than
Actually, he was 6'3" when he started.
Darker hair. But it's a pleasure having you on our police department. And you are an admired force in our agency. And you're very well respected in the business community. I talk to people all the time, especially in the downtown district. So thank you for all you do to help us with our policing. It's great that we have some of the officers with us. We have our two deputies and our chief, and an officer with us, and we also have your wife Kitty here, who's going to spend this big check.
Oh, for sure.
To you. But we've been giving these out to our employees. This is our new village pin that we have that the trustees are wearing and the employees. So I'd like you to have that on hand. And a little check for you as well to spend wisely. I'll turn it over to the chief.
Yeah, just a couple things about Ron, if you don't know him. Ron is an Army veteran. He served in the Signal Corps. And he was also a South Barrington police officer and retired from South Barrington. He's been with us for 10 years. He does those things that the sworn personnel don't want to do. You know, he takes the transmittals. Well, absolutely, we're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But transmittals up to Woodstock. He makes bake runs. He enforces the parking provisions at the Metro lot. He'll pitch in for traffic direction. He's willing to do whatever needs to be done to accomplish our mission, number one. Number two, he always has a good attitude, you know, and he's one of the few people that I can go to and say, remember when, and he does. He's always concerned about his appearance. You know, it's no doubt the military bearing and old-time police training, but he always has his shoe shine. He always has his shoe shine. So he always has very well shined shoes, and he always has a really good appearance in regards to his uniform. So I really appreciate Ron being here, and we hope to have him for a longer time. And by the way, Kitty makes killer brownies.
Ron, thank you very much.
Of course. You know, I just wanted to say something. I consider wearing the uniform of a South Barrington police officer not only an honor and a privilege, but I consider it's something that I wanted to do all my life, and then it has taken a good portion of my life already. To represent the village, Cary, and the Cary Police Department goes without words, and it's almost like I should be thanking the village board, Jake, the mayor, Mayor County, the police chief, for allowing me to do this. And hopefully I can, God willing, I can do it for another 10 years.
We'll keep him.
Awesome.
And Kitty's praying for that too.
58 years.
All right.
I rest my case in regards to his attitude.
Well, thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Mr.
It's a
Mayor.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Ron will take you for 10 more.
We Maybe
Thank
you can
you.
shave your nicer.
Oh, a picture of me with him? All the money's in there, so watch.
I was trying to stay out of the pictures, so.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thanks very much.
Thank
Love
you.
it, and I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. for coming.
We also have another recognition. Carlos Satori celebrated his 20th year of employment with the Village of Cary. And on that note, he retired.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He is officially gone as of this week. I think it was this week. He's officially gone and retired. He's actually relocated to
Fort
Florida.
Myers.
So,
Fort Myers.
Chief, did you want to say anything
Just a
on
couple things.
Carlos's behalf?
Carlos was, started his law enforcement career in Florida, and then he was a Northbrook police officer, and then he became a Cary police officer. While he was in Cary, he was a patrol officer. He served as an investigator or detective, and he was also very involved in the labor organization, our FOP, and he always made it a point on the new individuals that were hired to get them into the savings plan so that they would be prepared for their retirement as well. So that was Carlos's legacy. So I just wanted to let you know that. And he the day he was done, he was on a plane to Fort Myers. So.
Good for him. Thank you, Chief. We wish him the best in his next phase of his life. Moving on, I have a proclamation for Schools Open Safety Week, August 16th through 20th, 2021, whereas children in our community are beginning a new school year, and whereas students will be walking or biking to school in neighborhoods, on sidewalks and streets, approaching or awaiting a school bus stops, and boarding or alighting from buses. And whereas motorists can help protect children by especially careful near schools and in residential areas, watching their speed, observing traffic control devices, and obeying the Village of Cary crossing guard. Thank you. And one more note on my Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus hat. In my executive meeting I had this morning, we are going to continue to monitor the new COVID-19 regulations. There'll be a press conference tomorrow, I believe, with the governor, with what his new recommendations are. So what's going on right now is we are in most of the buildings and government buildings is strongly recommending wearing masks when you're in and about a common area. If you're in your own work area, that's up to your own decision. But we will abide by that, those recommendations. But for right now, if you're comfortable in wearing a mask throughout the rest of the building, that's fine, or in your workspace, that's fine. But if you're in your own workspace, there's no need to wear a mask. So I will continue to keep you updated on that as well. Moving to trustee reports, I am not aware of any. So moving to the consent agenda, I will entertain a motion to approve consent agenda items number 1 through 4 as shown on the village's website and as displayed on the video monitor during the village board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Courtney, please.
Walrus,
Yes.
Cavelli,
Yes.
McAlpine,
Yes.
Collier,
Yes.
Weinhammer, yes. Dudek,
Yes.
Thank you. Moving to administrative support, Jake.
Mayor and Village Board, just wanted to remind the public here in the Village Board of our friends over at the Township are doing a Touch a Truck event here this weekend. It is from on Saturday, August 7th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we'll have at least one village vehicle over in that event. The one other item for the public's benefits that I had was just a reminder for the public, our September 7th meeting here will be canceled. So both the committee of the whole and the village board meetings will be canceled on September 7th. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Department head reports, Chief Finland.
Although one thing, Chief, don't you want to say that there's a contest going on again?
Well, I guess I could.
Come on. I want you guys to win.
As we did last year, this year, McDonald's is having a contest to determine popularity between the fire department and the police department by means of purchasing their slushies or frozen Coke or whatever. So we are just the regular Coca-Cola flavor. We were blue last time, we're just regular, Coca-Cola, and the fire department is red again. So last year we came out on top, and we donated the $250 that they made to a charitable organization to the fire association. So that's going on right now, and it'll go on for the month.
Well, best of luck.
So invest in your slushy.
You got
No
it.
kidding.
Exactly.
Director Morimoto.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of quick updates from Public Works. First, we are continuing to monitor the ongoing drought that has enveloped the entire region. Right now, the current data shows that we're still in the severe drought category, although week by week, with the rains that we have been having recently, it is improving. So we're hoping that eventually we'll get to that next tier down to the moderate category, at which time we will be able to lift our current restrictions throughout our watering. So as the changes occur, we will keep the public and the village board updated. And then second, you may have already noticed, but the Illinois Department of Transportation has completed their bridge rehabilitation work on Route 14 over the Fox River. So all those lanes are now fully open and the work is complete. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Any future agenda items and discussion by the village board?
Mayor, I wanted to follow up on the conversation we had at July 20th regarding possibly putting in some zoning restrictions for downtown area. So I just wanted to get it out there, and I don't know exactly how to phrase the conversation, but I think the general topic of zoning for businesses and what we might want to see as a board, specifically in downtown.
Okay.
Is that just for, just so I understand, just for the massage uses or others?
I think there could be others too.
Okay.
I think that was one that happened to be the subject that night, and clearly there was a lot of conversation about it. I guess I would suggest that there probably is at least one or two other types of businesses that we don't have yet, maybe even businesses that are just beginning to pop up because of changes in law. So to me, I think that would be a worthwhile conversation for the board to have.
We're just for the board's benefit, we're working the background on that particular item, the massage uses. And then maybe just to, get things going or start the conversation, I can reach out with Director Simmons and we could maybe just send a list, our permitted use list within the downtown, send that out to the board, just so you all get a flavor of what's allowed right now. And we can most definitely, if, the board wants to have the conversation, have that conversation.
Sounds good.
Does that work?
Yes.
Mhm, yes.
Okay, seems to be following suit. Okay, anything else? I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Galpine,
Yes.
Dudek,
Yes.
Weinhammer,
Yes.
Walrath,
Yes.
Cavelli,
Yes.
Collier,
Yes.
Thank you. We'll revamp here in just 1 minute.